I guess you know what that is. It's the little boy next door practicing the violin. Sounds awful, doesn't it? Hey, Johnny, let's hear your A. You'd better tune up, Johnny. You see, a violinist has to learn to tune each of the 4 strings to the right pitch before he begins to play. That's a lot harder than playing the piano. All you have to do is strike the keys. It's hard to play a scale, too, because the violin has only 4 notes to start with, and the others are made by the fingers of the left hand pressing down the strings on the fingerboard. You see, Johnny didn't find just the right place for that note of the scale. Now he's got it. Say, that can't be Johnny we hear now. He may play that well someday if he really practices hard. No, that's the man across the street. He plays first violin in a symphony orchestra and is a great soloist, too. Let's ask him to show us some of the things he can do with his violin. Why, even a scale sounds beautiful as he plays it. Do you notice how warm the tones are? That's because each tone is shaded in pitch as the finger moves slightly on the string. Maybe you have noticed that the left hand of a good violinist seems always to be trembling a little. That is the way he gets vibrato, which is tone coloring. The tone is dull without it. Listen. Sometimes violinists try to show off and do too much of it. Sounds funny, doesn't it? Makes you feel as if you had eaten too much candy or were a little bit seasick. There, that's just right. Now do you notice that some of the notes in that piece are linked together and some are separate? That is done with a bow in the right hand as it moves back and forth across the string. It can play one note for a bow or several in a single sweep. Listen to this melody and see if you can imagine which way he is bowing for each note. You can see how important bowing is in the sound of the music. Sometimes he bounces the bow on the strings as it moves across, and you get short staccato tones. When the music is very fast, he often bounces the bow, but the notes come together so you can hardly realize it. Now that sounds like a soft whistle, hardly like a violin at all. He gets that sound by touching the string lightly and letting only a part of it sound. It is called a harmonic and is high and clear, more like a flute than a violin. Now how does the bow do that? You probably know he isn't using the bow at all, but is plucking the strings with his finger, the way you do the guitar or the ukulele. You must know the word, too. Pizzicato. It's easy to remember because it's like the sound itself. Listen. Pizzicato. See? Let's ask him to play a whole piece for us now with the piano, too. Listen for some of the effects he has been showing us.